What if I told you there was a place in this world? A place that makes no sense, has no morality, and that is not the state of Florida. But no, actually in the form of children's events revolving spending a day out with Thomas, which can range from pretty accurate to, Now, I've taken a deep dive into this subject not once, but twice now, and believe it or not, I'm still finding reasons to want to cry. But despite of that, we're back once again with a fresh dose of happiness to indulge in. Also, what you guys saw in the intro and are seeing now is what's known as the EDT 15 boiler test, which has been requested by a lot of you for me to talk about, so here's a quick history lesson. Strasbourg, right? You know, the kings of this shit. Not the gods, but the kings, basically. Before this, they had this. And before this, they had another Thomas, right? More or less a test engine. We'll call it a test engine for your guys' sake. So, in making the face, they decided to use flammable material. Yeah, on the front of the boiler of a steam engine. Y'all thought Shed 17 was a fan fiction? Nah, that shit was awareness. And then after that, they moved on to this, and then from this model, they moved on to more presently this model, and you know how it works. Remember this handsome fella right here? Yeah, well, this is Kirklees Light Railway, and they just couldn't stop here. No, they had to tarnish damn near everybody. I'm talking, yeah, we got Mavis again for some reason. We got Toby. I refuse to entertain the fact that that is Percy. Incorrect. He got his wheels all fucked up, his funnels just looking... This is Peter Sam, don't fuck with me. Hey, good job on the face though, even though it took you a try or two. Who is that? What is that? Looks Australian. Just a UK boy, we in Huntersfield take it back. Actually saying you can take all these back, we don't want them. Just look what they did to my boy. Just why? You look like SpongeBob after a meth hit. You may have thought what they did to Toby was wrong, but you see these things here on the side? Nah, those are gills. He can breathe underwater now. Plus that boy thick, damn. Oh my god, if you guys would just respect the history a little bit more, you could have like a serious like RWS inspired character here, but no, you gotta put Thomas's face on it so it looks like shit. I mean, it's better, but he looks like his name's Kevin or something. Oh, Midland Railway, how I wish I could just leave you alone, but you just won't let me. Oh, and your diesel looks like he's trying to stop Perry the Platypus and take over the tri-state area. What is going on here? How did the meeting for this guy go? Like, were they just like, I mean, we could make a Percy, but let's just paint it blue because that's the only fucking paint we have and call it Oswald. And while we're at it, let's just stick Thomas's face on there. Seems like everybody else is fucking doing it. You know how when you look at somebody, you can sometimes, like, pick up their energy? Yeah, I'm not fucking with this one. Look at the people on the platform. They're like, hey, Jim, are you sure you want to do this? And he's just like, I am a man of iron will. Oh, wait, shoot, I was wrong. It kind of looks like they're about to jump through top of hat. Hopefully for what he did here. I get it, Thomas. You're not evil. You're just broken. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Severn Valley Railway. We've given up just as much as you have at this point. There is so much I could say about this just one photograph, but I'm going to go back to what I've said so many times before. Why is it so hard to fit the faces on the engine? What does this dude get a gold star for? He wasn't early to class. He didn't bring the teacher an apple. Get the fuck out of here. Here's an engine that the Severn Valley Railway has deemed Andy. Don't know why he couldn't have just painted it green and called it Henry, or centered the face, or have made it fit. All right, so if you Google this image, it says it's Gordon's face, but I'm not gonna do that to him. I'm not gonna do that. No, that's not Gordon. No, it's just not. So this is the engine that they're using to make Gordon, and it's like this is cool. Like, I like the color scheme and everything. It may not be exact, but it's still cool. It's not rude or disrespectful to the character that's already established. Unlike this is. This looks like some shitty ass cake with some gluten-free ass icing. Yeah, Diesel was never steamy, but he smoked, and this is what it did to him. Yep, so just cut that out if you're doing it. Just cut it out. You'll end up like this. This next railroad is called the Langolin? I don't know. It's right there. It's a preservation railway, but there's something that I know that you all don't. Thomas may smile to hide the pain, but the treatment is horrible. When times got tough, they made Thomas choose between his two favorite coaches, and as if that wasn't enough, they stapled Toad's eyes open and made him carry passengers. The two are now forced to slave away, carrying passengers along the short and extremely hard to pronounce line, wondering if Sir Topham Hatt will ever come back for them. Ladies and gentlemen, may we weep for Thomas now, but remember that the real tragedy lies in their portrayal of Daisy. Just as a person, that looks uncomfortable to see. Like, that looks painful. Going back to the energy thing. No, never mind. I'm feeling his. What is going on here? Aw, Sir Topham Hat, you could have at least came back in 1080p. Alright, say what you want about this railroad that has this ridiculously stupid, fucking hard to pronounce name. They nailed Diesel. Somebody finally nailed Diesel. We can end this on a positive note. Finally. We got the right color. It looks like the face is fitting on there perfect, but I'm not going to look into it. I don't want to be disappointed. Diesel, I looked into it, but I'm not disappointed with you. I am not disappointed with you, buddy. Thank you guys for all of your support on the last video, pointing me in the right direction on where to look next for this series, and thank you guys for taking another dive into the weird and darker side of Day Out with Thomas with me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed viewing it as much as I enjoyed having to stare at these monsters repeatedly, and hopefully I was able to cover a little bit more of what you guys asked for. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.